host of Blockbusters, Bob Holness.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you and welcome once again. It's becoming a favourite part of the programme in which to start the second game of a set of three, isn't it? And if that sounds slightly foreign to you, if you happen to have been on holiday and out of Mongolia for a couple of months and you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just tell you what Blockbusters is. It's the only game, really, that I know of in which two people play one to try and prove the two heads are better than one. We haven't yet proved it. The two heads in question at the moment, and you can see them sitting here, being Christopher and Hayley, they are playing the single head, Richard, on their left. Now, Richard comes from London, and the other two, Christopher and Hayley, come from out near Abergavenny. And the one thing we haven't mentioned, and we don't dwell much on school matters in this, we mentioned leisure activities, is what you're doing at school at the moment. You're into A-levels. What are you going to succeed really well in, Hayley?
Probably nothing.
I see. Fine. Good start.
But if anything, probably biology.
Biology is one of yours. And Chris, what about you?
Well, probably biology or perhaps chemistry.
You say perhaps. Do you think you will? Really? Seriously?
Well, I think perhaps like chemistry is stronger than my biology at the moment.
And what about Richard?
Hopefully English and maybe history as well.
Well, we wish you luck in all those things, but at the moment, the more immediate future, we wish them luck in this particular game. And again, if you've been away, you may not have seen the board before. Let's just tell you that Christopher and Hayley are the blue ones, working their way across the board. They can do it in a minimum of 5, like that, or they can do it longer way around. And that white is Richard, who's going top to bottom at the same time, trying to make that connection. Games are played in sets of 3. We're into, as I said at the beginning, the second of a game of the set of 3. So let's look at the board, as we'll see a letter flashing. That's the one we're going to start with. It's A, so stand by the buttons. Here we go, as we play Blockbusters. Now the tension builds up with the first question. What A goes with Heloise? Heloise.
Aphrodite?
No, it's not, and the time was up anyway, I do believe. It was Abelard. Abelard and Heloise. So we go with another A. What A was the eldest daughter of Sir Robert Lorry? Annie Lorry. Right, the third one. What, yes. What A is the limb of the sea between Greece and Turkey?
Adriatic?
It's not the Adriatic, Richard. I must give it to the others. What A is the limb of the sea between Greece and Turkey? Hands up if you know. Yes?
Aegean.
It's the Aegean Sea. Well done. Yes, good start. Right, that's the blue connection on the right. It gives you the choice, Hayley. Off we go.
R, please.
R? Right, after a fairly rocky start, we get into this one. What R goes before main, leader, and master? Oh, you'll kick yourselves. Ring leader, ring main, and ring master. Another R. What R is a style of music associated with Scott Joplin? Yes, Richard?
Ragtime.
Is right. Well done. You've got some supporters there, Richard. What's next?
I'll have an M, please, Bob.
An M for mother.
N.
N for nuts. Here we are.
Too right.
Yes. What N is a person more than 90 years old, but less than... Yes, Hayley.
Nonagenarian.
Nonagenarian is right, too, yes. Your choice.
U, please.
Which?
U, please.
U, okay. What U is made up of faculties in colleges? Yes, Chris?
University.
University is right, yes. Your choice, Chris.
S, please.
S, okay. What S is gathered together to make a man when it falls from the sky in winter? Like that one. Hayley?
Snow.
Snow is right. Snowman, yes. And your choice again.
F, please.
F. Right up at the top there. Come on, Richard. What F is a man who deals in stolen goods or in enclosure... Yes, Richard? Too late. You missed out on time. It's got to go to the others. What F is a man who deals in stolen goods or an enclosure around a field?
Fence.
Fence is right. Christopher, yes. So close. The flashing light means the connection's almost made. Richard, your last chance here. Which one are you going to take?
G, please.
G? Don't want to worry you, but stand by your button. Fast this. What G was the scene of a decisive battle in 1863 and an address made late... Yes, Chris?
Gettysburg.
Gettysburg is right. That's it. Tough, isn't it?
Yeah. Hard life.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. You get a fiver, you know.
Oh, good.
That's not too bad. It'll pay your bus fare, won't it?
Yeah, that's true.
But, more to the point, you know what you get other than that, don't you?
Yes, a Blockbusters dictionary and a sweatshirt. Thanks very much.
Richard, thank you very much. All the
Thank you.
best. Well, I wonder how he knew. We have already won in the gold runs that we've done. I say we, this is Chris and Haley, of course. They won binocular cameras, which are ingenious little objects. They won them in the first gold run, one each. They've won a weekend in Stratford-upon-Avon, each of them, and they are into another gold run now, but I do believe it's the fourth, isn't it? Because you fell down on the third, but only just. And Haley, it was you that fell down, wasn't it? I didn't want to remind people, but we have to read that. So, Chris, you all set for the next one, are you? Yes. Let me just tell you, there are 5 gold runs. You may not know this. There are 5. We're going into the 4th now. This is one of the major prizes, and the 5th is the biggest of all. So if they get through this one, they're in line for the very, very big prize. You know what that means. Here's the board. This is the one they've got to play against. Those are the letters, the multiple letters. That gold-to-gold connection has to be made like that, or perhaps in a more roundabout way like this. And it's Chris who's got to do it in 60 seconds or less. That's the important thing. So, Chris, can we invite you to take the hotspot, please? Here we go, that goal-to-goal connection, 60 seconds or less, £10 for each correct answer if the connection is not made, and the 60 seconds is timed from the moment you give me the letters you want to start with in the left-hand column. All yours.
POTF.
What couples often expect to hear after a few years of marriage?
Pass. JD.
This singer wrote Leaving on a Jet Plane.
Pass. DAD.
Making a flat pebble skip across the surface of the water.
Ducks and Drakes.
Yes, that's right.
FW.
In England, it is a glazed door.
French window.
Yes.
HP.
Where the colour is trooped.
Horse Guards Parade.
Yes, correct.
FP.
Foreign Secretary in Britain at the beginning of
Francis
1983.
Pym.
Yes.
EB.
Author of National Velvet and the Chalk Garden.
Pass. KE.
Scrofula, supposedly cured by the royal touch.
Pass. DGR.
Poet, painter and brother of Christina.
Pass. RIH.
Unfortunate luck, really unfortunate. You've got the 1, 2, 3, 40, but you passed on 5. I've got to read them out to you. I'll read them out now. You've got £40. You've got through the 4th, but we must say, mustn't we here, that it doesn't stop you going for the 5th, which you may well be doing. POTF, what couples often expect to hear after a few years of marriage, patter of tiny feet. Yes. JD, the singer who wrote Leaving on a Jet Plane, John Denver. Yes, indeed. It's all so easy when you know, isn't it? The next one, EB, the author of National Velvet and the Chalk Garden, Enid Bagnold. And Scrofula, supposedly cured by the royal touch, is the king's evil. DGR, the poet, painter and brother of Christina, was Dante Gabriel Rossetti. Will you resume your seat, please, Chris? We can play Blockbusters yet again. Well, of course, as I was saying there, it doesn't stop them going for the 5th gold run. Neither does it preclude them going for another round of Blockbusters, another game of a set of 3. But before we do that, we've got to meet the next contestant. So who is it who's going to be the next challenger on Blockbusters? Judith, welcome.
Thank you.
Have you come far?
I've come from Devizes, which is in Wiltshire, not Cornwall, as some people seem to think.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
People do get mixed up with the Southwest. Devon, Cornwall and Dorset they get mixed up with, don't they?
Yes, I don't know how they moved Devizes, though.
Devizes, yes. I always tend to forget where it is, but it's quite a long way down, isn't it?
It's about half an hour's journey from the M4.
Yes, known to we Londoners and we Kentish people as Devizes.
That's right.
Where do you go to school?
At Devizes Comprehensive School.
And what are your pursuits, as it were?
My academic pursuits are biology, chemistry and maths.
And your recreational ones?
I do hospital radio
Oh, do you?
and amateur dramatics.
I thought you sounded quite at home on the microphone.
Thank you.
Let's hope you're as at home on the board when you see it. So if Christopher and Haley are ready, you are, yes? OK, let's look at that board, shall we? This is what it means, and there's going to be a light flash any moment to tell us which letter we start with. It's L. So, let's play another set of 3 Blockbusters. Stand by, all 3 of you. Don't forget, all 3 can answer at any time. What L is the site of the vocal cords? Chris?
The larynx.
Larynx is right. Good start. Okay, the next one.
G, please.
You want G. What G did the wise men bring with the frankincense? Yes, Haley.
Gold.
Gold is right. They're quick, Judith, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes, they are. What's the next one?
Y, please.
Y. You're doing that pattern across the board, and this is the letter. What Y in Boys from the Black Stuff? Passion. Chris.
Yossa Hughes.
Yossa is right. Yes, that's it. And your choice.
P, please.
P, to tie up over on the left there, with this one. What P is a tool for making holes, or is the... Yes, Judith?
A punch.
It is a punch, yes. Well started. Good. That's got a foot on the rung. What's the next one?
I'll have F, please.
You'll have F, okay? What F is a fabric made by shrinking and rolling wool, or... Yes, Judith?
Felt.
Felt is right, too, yes. And another.
I'll have S, please.
You'll have S in the middle there, right. Middle of the other 2. What S is the Institute of Theology, Science and Literature on the left bank of the Seine in Paris? Yes, Judith?
The Sorbonne.
It's the Sorbonne, yes. What a flying start. I wonder if you can get that other one there. If you do, it means you make the connection. That's if they don't stop you in that. Pretty quick, you know. What are you going for? Silly question.
O, please.
O, it's got to be, okay. What O is the abbreviation for Oxfordshire? Haley?
Oxon.
Oxon is right. Yes, well blocked. And all important that, because it means it gives you 1 unit to that connection. And which one are you going to choose?
I, please.
You'll have the I. You've got to stop them here, Judith, if you can. What I is the building in Paris which houses the tomb of Napoleon? It's the Invalides. We'll go for another I. What I was a song recorded by John Lennon in 1970. All went for the button. Haley got there.
Imagine.
Imagine is right, and that's the connection. Well, not to be too disheartened, Judith. That was a smashing start. A nice run there. It was pretty good, wasn't it, Chris? She looked as though she was going to be quite a danger to you, didn't she? Right, we're going into the second game of the set of 3. This is going to be very vital because it looks as though they've got a real challenge on their hands, and we're going to have to wait to see her do that challenging, because we'll be back with you in just a moment.
Think all hay fever tablets are the same? Introducing Becco Allergy. No one-a-day tablet acts faster. From the makers of Becconase, the UK's #1 selling allergy nasal spray. For effective hay fever relief, try Becco Allergy. Now buy 2 for £4 at Tesco.
L'Oréal Paris Makeup creates new L'Extraordinaire Lip Lacquer, a fusion of luxurious oils and intense color pigments. Extraordinaire. High impact color and magnified shine. New L'Extraordinaire by L'Oréal Paris. We're worth it. Exclusively at Boots.
Hello, ladies. Over 25,000 of you put Garnier Ultra Lift to the test. 80% saw visible results against the wrinkle reader.
Through this to this, and I'd like to keep it at that stage for as long as I can.
Now try new Ultra Lift Complete Beauty. Feel and see the results for yourself. Garnier.
Has anyone heard from Sal?
No, and I will never understand why you asked that boozy us-hag to officiate your wedding.
We didn't exactly ask Sal.
Sal, we have something very important to talk to you about.
Yeah, we hope that maybe you would be open to the idea.
Yes, I will totally officiate your wedding. Oh, my drinks.
It was supposed to be an intervention.
New Modern Family, Monday at 8:30 on Sky One HD or catch up on demand.
Hey there! When was the last time you just couldn't wait?
Let's do this.
When will be the next?
We'll see.
Interesting.
With Sky Movies On Demand, you can watch our biggest new movies a whole 7 days before they appear on Sky Movies Premiere. Simply connect your box and see it first with Sky Movies On Demand.
Copy that.
To get connected at no extra cost, simply go to sky.com/on-demand TV.
Thank you, and welcome back. You know, one of the sad things about this program, in a way, is that when people come and go quite quickly, you hear a little about them, but you never find out much about them. Now, Judith joined us just recently. We know she does hospital broadcasting, but what we'll never find out is whether she will ever go hang gliding. I believe you want to, don't you?
Yeah, I've got this strange ambition to go flying without any strings, so to speak.
I think you're out of your mind, frankly. I'd never go hang gliding in a million years. What about you two? Is the sort of thing you'd like to do?
No.
I mean, we can fix you up if you like. You've got to do a fifth goal run, one of you. It may even be Judith. We can always fix up a hang gliding course if you like. No? No, all right. Well, let's get on with the second game of the set of three, shall we? We've done one. Second game coming up, and Judith has got to win this game to stay in the running, something she knows full well. Let's look at the board, and it's E we start with, so let's, shall we, play Blockbusters. Judith, Chris, and Hayley, see if you can answer this. What E is decorating textiles with needlework? Yes, Judith?
Embroidery.
Embroidery is correct. Good start. Yes, let's go.
I'll have K, please.
You'll have K. What K comes from a Hindustani word for dust and is the colour soldiers wear? Yes, Judith again.
Khaki.
Khaki is correct. And the next, please.
I'll have A, please, Bob.
You'll have A? Yes. I remember somebody else who used to say that. You'll have A, will you? What? They don't talk like that in devices, do they? What A was the wife of William IV of Great Britain? Yes, Hayley?
Anne.
No, I'll have to give it now to Judith. What A was the wife of William IV of Great Britain?
No idea.
That's just to stop you being too clever. Adelaide is the answer to that. Yes, well, let's go for another A. What A did Bill Haley sing? See you... Yes, Judith?
Alligator.
Alligator's right, yes. Will you have another one?
G, please.
You'll have G, okay. What G is an order of knighthood or something to... Yes, Judith?
The Garter.
The Garter's right. That's it. Wow, that was a quick connection. That's one of the best we've had for a long time. Chris and Hayley, how do you feel?
Scared.
Silly question. Well, it means now that for the first time for, I suppose days here on Blockbusters, we actually go for a set of three. We go into a deciding game. Now, we don't want to hold the game up because it's quite tense. It's one to our pair here, Chris and Hayley, another one to Judith. £350 they have, £35 she has. Let's see what they can do with this, the third game. On the board, it's F, and here comes the first question. What F is the temperature scale? Hayley.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit it is, of course. Yes, Hayley?
V, please.
V. Yep. What V is used to describe a career which is... Yes, Hayley?
Vocation.
Vocation is right, yes. And another.
A, please.
A? Right. What A had two of everything? Chris?
The Ark.
The Ark is right, yes. Next one.
D, please.
D on the right-hand side. What D is the most valuable and decorative form? Yes, Judith?
Diamond.
Diamond is right. Well interrupted. And where now?
S, please.
S. Right. What S in Wiltshire has the... Yes, Hayley?
Salisbury.
Good gracious, yes. Did you know it has the highest spire in England?
No, I didn't look.
You do now. Okay, where next?
L, please.
You want L. Okay. What L was the favourite subject of the painter John Constable? Judith.
Landscape.
Is right. Yes, landscape. And again.
T, please.
T? Right in the middle. What T is the great river on which Newcastle stands? Oh, Judith got there first.
The Tyne.
It is the Tyne. That's another. How about another one?
E, please.
E at the bottom there. What E is the testimony given in a court of law? Chris.
Evidence.
Is correct. Evidence, yes. Yours, Chris.
R, please.
You want R. Let me find it right up at the top there. give you a good line across the top if you can get it. What R is Mass for the repose of the soul of the... Yes, Judith?
Oh, Requiem.
Oh, yes, Requiem it is. Oh, nasty moment. What next?
P, please.
You want P? Okay. Took two, only have one. What P is an alloy of copper and zinc in... Yes, Hayley?
Pewter.
No, I've got to give it to Judith. You've got extra time here, Judith. What P is an alloy of copper and zinc in imitation of gold? Ah, pinchbeck is the answer. Pinchbeck. Yes, I know. Here's another one. What P is sweet and made with suet? Judith.
Pastry.
No, it's not. I've got to give it to them now. What P is sweet and made with suet? Hands up. Yes?
Porridge.
Not porridge. You ever had porridge with suet? It's pudding. It's got to be pudding. It's as simple as that. Sometimes the most simple ones are the most elusive. Here we go with another one. I've been waiting for this one. What P is a long way of saying conjurer or a man who practices... Yes, Judith?
Sorry. No.
I have to give it now to Christopher and Hayley. What P is a long way of saying conjurer or a man who practices sleight of hand? Prestidigitator. Prestidigitator. You see why I wanted that one? I've been waiting for it for weeks. Here comes another. What P is called Sir by Marcy in Peanuts? That's Haley. Time up. Judith, what P is called Sir by Marcy in Peanuts?
Polly.
No, it's Patty.
Oh.
You don't follow Peanuts. Here we go. Here's another. What P is a flat-bottomed boat or a type of... Yes, Chris.
Punt.
It's got to be punt. Yes, right. Wow. Well, after sticking, what are you going to have next?
H, please.
You want H over on the left to get things moving again. And it's this one. What H is the other half of Starsky? Quick. That's Hayley.
Hutch.
I've got to be Hutch. Yes, that's right. And you've got just one to get. It means that that one could get you the connection. That's why the lights are flashing. Or it could be blocked by Judith. What's it going to be?
G, please.
I've got to ask. G it is. Here we go. What G is the game of Longhurst, Locke, and Lopez? Hayley.
Golf.
Golf is right. That's the one. It was so close, Judith, wasn't it? It really was. It was one of those ding-dong battles, and you almost got there but didn't quite make it. You, in fact, take with you £55, which shows how well you've done in the short time you've been here. All I can say, really, is as you take the Blockbuster sweatshirt, and, of course, the dictionary, the leather-bound gold block dictionary, which everybody seems to know about, can I say thank you for joining us and wish you the very best of luck in your hospital broadcasting. It sounds marvellous.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Well, we all know what that means, don't we? It means that Christopher and Hayley have that elusive and only a little time ago, long, long away fifth gold run, which is now on them. It's the top gold run of the lot. Let's see how they're feeling. How are you feeling, you two? You all tense? It's going to be you, Hayley, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I think so. Yes, it's alternately, and you come out on number 5. Did you find it terribly uncomfortable standing on the hot spot? Was it? I know it's rushed, but did you start to seize up, or was it?
No, not really.
You didn't?
No, not really.
You think you've got confidence in this, do you?
No, but I didn't seize up.
No, that's true.
I was giving wrong answers, but I didn't seize
You didn't
up.
seize up. Well, let's see how you do with this one. Just to fill you in, it's going to be the gold run. It is going to be the 5th gold run, and as we all know, the 5th gold run in the past has brought forth, any number of amazing prizes. If you can remember, one of them was 5 days in New York, across by the Queen Elizabeth, and back by Concorde, and that's just one of them. There were a week or 2 weeks in the Serengeti, up and down the mountains for somebody else. It is, of course, a gold run which brings in the very big prize. So let's have a look, shall we, at the board, just to see what Hayley is going to face when she gets down there on the hotspot. That is the gold run. That is the gold connection. Now, she makes the connection if she likes like that, or if she likes in a more complicated way like that. And the way she does it is to answer the questions of which those letters are the multiple initials of the answers. It sounds complicated, but it works on broadly the same way as the normal Blockbuster game does, except that it's that much more difficult because every answer, of course, is a phrase and not just one word. Now, in case you've been away, I mean, you may not know the fact, but the most difficult thing about the gold run is that that connection, gold to gold, has to be done in 60 seconds. Yes, 60 seconds or less. Now, I don't want to build this up too much because the 5th gold run always makes people nervous, and in this particular case, we want her to be as calm as she possibly can as she walks down towards the hot spot and the lights are dimmed and I make all the questions and come up with most of the answers. But she's not going to actually do it right now because it's time for us to leave you. We'll have to wait until the next show to see Hayley take the gold run, so be sure to join us. We'll be here. Hope you will too. Bye-bye.
Did you know there's a hay fever treatment that acts 5 times faster than tablets? Try Prevalin Allergy when you feel the first symptoms. Prevalin Allergy acts 5 times faster than hay fever tablets. Fast, effective relief at the onset of symptoms. And now approved by Allergy UK. Ask your pharmacist for Prevalin Allergy.
And now at Boots, you can get the fast hay fever relief of Prevalin Allergy at a great price. Prevalin Allergy. Buy one, get second half price.
True Blood from the very beginning.
I had to create a vampire to save you.
There's something evil out there and it wanted her soul.
You are my miracle. I cannot and I will not lose you.
It's in the heartbeat. You feel it in the blood.
Anything else you drink?
Get up to speed on Series 1 to 6 of True Blood ahead of the launch of Series 7.
I normally switch my body cam on straight away.
Bodycam has changed the way we police entirely on the front line. There's no disputing what you see is reality.
A UK television first, as we take you inside the body cams that reveal the whole truth.
I think more is going to happen tonight.
Britcam. The brand new series continues Sunday at 9, only on Pick.
The host of Blockbusters, Bob Holness.
Thank you and welcome once again. I knew you'd join us again because we left at the most thrilling part of the game, in fact, the most critical part of the game when we last saw you. And it is, of course, going into the 5th gold run in Blockbusters that the big prize actually comes up. We won't say too much about it because it may put our contestant off. In case you've forgotten who the contestant is, meet the winning pair at the moment, Christopher and Hayley. Sitting there, having gone right through the other 4. Some they won, some they haven't. And Hayley's turn it is now to take the gold run. How are you feeling, Hayley? All
Absolutely terrified.
Absolutely terrified. That's exactly how we want it. So she's all keyed up to see that game. Let me just mention to you that this is the game in which many, many big prizes have been won over the weeks on Blockbusters, and it could well be one that she's been waiting and waiting and waiting for if she gets there. This is the board she's going to do it on. It's the gold connection. That's got to be made across the board. It can either be done quickly like that, or it can be done in a more complicated way, for instance, like that. Those initial letters are, of course, the initial letters of the answers, but the most critical thing is it's got to be done in 60 seconds or less. So, the usual invitation now. Hayley, will you please put yourself on the hot spot? Usual brief recap. The connection has to be made in 60 seconds or less. If you don't make it, you get £10 for every correct answer, nonetheless. And the timing starts from the moment you give me the initials you want in the left-hand column. It's all yours.
L.A.
Where an editor gets his views across, often written by writing them himself.
Pass N.S.
In 1966, she told the world her boots were made for walking.
Nancy Sedaka.
Nope.
Nancy... Pass T.A.L.
The visible and audible evidence of a storm.
Thunder and Lightning.
Right.
S.S.
A final performance, even if you are neither a bird nor a singer.
Swan Song.
Yes.
A.A.K.
Hitting out with your foot shows you're still living.
Pass C.S.S. S.C.C.
Have their headquarters at Kennington at the Oval.
Pass I.B.
Composer of A White Christmas, the world's best-selling record.
Irving Berlin.
Correct.
S.A.R.
What you do when you suspect skullduggery.
Smell a rat.
Right.
H.A.H.
What the hungry and greedy are said to eat you out of.
House and Home.
Right.
T.P.
Dye obtained from a shellfish. Oh, how sad. It's terribly disappointing, isn't it? I'm awfully sorry. I really do feel terribly sad for you, but you were almost there. I wonder if you'd have got that dye. Can I test you on it before we go any further? It was a dye obtained from a shellfish which was highly prized in the ancient world. It's an awful one. The answer is Tyrian purple. So you don't feel quite so bad now, Hayley, do you? Nevertheless, you do have £440. You have those binocular cameras from a previous game. You have that holiday in Stratford-upon-Avon. And so, of course, does your Confederate Christopher. Christopher, come down and join Hayley on the hotspot. Come along. Give him a round of applause. Superb. The sad thing is you will never know what the prize was going to be. We can't tell you that because that would make you feel too awful for words. What are you going to spend the £440 on? Any idea at all?
Haven't a clue.
What about you, Chris?
No, I haven't really thought about it yet.
You haven't thought about it. But you're looking forward to doing everything else, going to Stratford and using the camera and binoculars, which you've already seen, haven't you?
Mm.
Well, congratulations on going right the way through. Commiserations on missing out on that very fine goal run. But £440 is not bad.
No.
Super champions, thank you very much indeed. Off they go. It always is a sad state of affairs, isn't it? But it could have been just that much quicker across the gold run board. It leaves us in that rather odd position in that we have, I was going to say no friends on the programme, but we have lots of friends coming up, we know that. Young friends, all between 16 and 18 on this programme, because that's the object of this show. And it's time to meet the next 3 contestants who are going to play Blockbusters. And for the first time in a long, long time, we have 3 girls on the panel. It's Dee, first of all, who I know comes from somewhere in London. Where exactly, Dee?
Well, I come from the Henrietta Barnett School. That's on Central Square in Hampstead Garden suburb.
You live close by?
Yes, I live very close by.
What are you terribly good at school?
I'm not terribly good at anything.
All right, moderately good then.
I'm moderately good at history, English, and I enjoy politics, but I'm not sure I'm even moderately
You enjoy
good
politics?
at that. Yes.
Interesting. What do you do for leisure work?
Oh, for leisure. Well, I love going on holidays as often as possible, like going on picnics, reading good books, listening to Michael Jackson.
Oh, well, would you like to travel around the world?
Oh, I'd love it, if you're offering.
You stand a chance on this programme.
That's good.
Felicity and Effie are the next 2. Let's meet them. Hello, both of you. You don't come from London. Where do you come from?
Guildford.
Guildford, not far off, down south a little bit. Where do you go to school, Felicity?
George Abbott School.
George Abbott's, and that's you too, Effie,
Yeah.
yes? What are your interests, Effie, outside school?
I like playing the guitar a little. I like travelling.
You like travelling as well?
Yeah.
They're all on the tack, aren't they? OK, what about you, Felicity? What
Well,
are
I
you?
like music, writing songs. Well, that's what I call them anyway.
You write songs?
I try to.
Have you had any published?
No.
Well, you could. Well, fame often comes to people who appear on Blockbusters. Once seen, never forgotten, as they say. So, this is a chance now that you have to go for the very first game in a set. Felicity, you look a little bit tense. Just relax. You can't be that terrified. You haven't started yet. Well, Effie, you'll back her up, won't you?
I'll try to.
You'll try to. OK, here we go then. It's the first game in a set of 3. Just in case you don't know, very quick mention of what they have to do. It's Felicity and Effie who are blue, working across the board, making a connection like that. And going from top to bottom, it's Dee. She's white. She's trying to make that connection, which is a little bit shorter because there's only 1 of her and 2 of them. So let's see what the first letter is as we go into the first game of a new set of Blockbusters. It's A, and to get you settled in, a really easy one. What A is the Muslim name for God? D?
Allah.
Allah is right. Good start. And the next.
M, please.
M? Okay, that's right in the middle. It's a good one to get. What M was the huge, hairy creature like an elephant and called... Yes?
A mammoth.
Mammoth is right. Good one there. Well, what next?
T, please.
You'll have T. What T is the leaf that fills cigarettes? Simple as that. D again.
Tobacco.
It's tobacco, yes. Well done. Don't
G.
give up. Sorry, yes?
G, please.
You want G? Crum, she's eager, isn't she? Here we go.
Sorry.
That's all right. No, don't apologise. Marvellous. What G was played by Dennis Quilley in the television series Number 10? That was Felicity.
Gladstone.
Is right. Well done, yes. Good start. Right. What do you want, Felicity?
Y, please, Bob.
You'll have Y. Okay. What Y is a veil worn over most of the face by Muslim women? Yes, Felicity?
Yashmak.
Is correct. Yashmak, yes. The next one?
L.
You'll have L. What L is Scotland's largest loch? Yes, Dean? You'll kick yourself. What L is Scotland's largest loch? Hands up, and it's Felicity.
Lomond. No.
Yes, it is. Lomond, yes. Right, your choice.
O, please.
O, okay. Now then, what O is a bivalve mollusk especially associated with which... Yes, Felicity.
Oyster.
You see, it's not so hard, is it? Right, well done. And the pair of them stand a chance of making that connection. 1 unit to go, unless you can stop it. D, which is it going to be?
I.
It's going to be I, and this is the question. What I was the easternmost stop of the Orient Express? D?
Istanbul.
Istanbul is right, yes. Now it's your chance, D. You've got 1 to make that connection.
Have to be D.
It has to be D. It doesn't have to be, but it would be advisable. This one could do it for either of you. Most important answer here. What D is another name for Lucifer or Satan? D?
Devil.
Devil is right. That's the one. What a close run one that was. My goodness gracious me. Both equally good at that, getting across, and they're both puffing and blowing. Rampuses. What's the problem?
Oh, it's just petrifying, that's all.
But you saw the previous champions, quite relaxed, no nerves at all.
Well, it's relaxed when you're down there watching them, but when you're actually up here,
Yes,
it's quite a different matter.
Felicity, you're feeling a tiny bit better, aren't you?
No, well, a
Silly
little
question.
bit, a tiniest tiny
Okay,
bit.
let's go straight into the second one, just so they won't have time to think about it. Here's the board. It's E that's flashing, so stand by the buttons, all 3 of you. Here comes the second game in the set of 3. What E comes after red, white, and blue in maritime situations? In red, white, and blue in maritime situations. Nope, the answer is ensign. Ensign. What E is associated with little, triple, and cordial? Yes, Felicity.
Entente.
Entente is right, yes, yes. And it's your choice.
U, please.
U, okay. What U were cheap furniture and clothes during World War II? Think back. I remember them well. They were utility clothes and utility furniture, yes. We'll have another U. What U was the Titanic inaccurately said to be? D.
Unsinkable.
Is right, unsinkable, yep. So, 1 on each end of the board. Where are you going now?
P, please.
You're going for P. What P is the vegetable that became Cinderella's coach? Oh,
Pumpkin.
Yes, a pumpkin it is, and away she goes. With another one.
N, please.
N. Right. What N is a 5-cent piece in the USA? Yes.
Nickel.
Nickel is right. And you're going for the next one?
H, please.
It's H. Here it is, very quickly. What H is the little sign that joins 2 words? Yes, Felicity.
Hyphen.
Hyphen is right, yes. Well blocked. And on that rather tense moment, we break off in the middle of the game. Hark at them. We'll see you again soon. Hurry back.
Years ago, the Twix founders had a falling out, so production was divided between two factories which each took a very different approach. Left Twix lavished caramel on biscuit, while Right Twix topped biscuit with caramel. Left Twix then covered it in chocolate, while Right Twix smothered it in chocolate. Today, they only share a wrapper and a driveway. Twix, try both and pick a side.
Love the way your hair looks after a holiday? Sun-Kissed Jelly by Casting from L'Oreal. Our first lightening jelly, enriched with camellia oil, gradually lightens hair use after use. Simply apply to strands or all over. Just leave it in and you're ready to go. Casting Sun-Kissed Jelly from L'Oreal Paris. Summer in a tube.
Think all hay fever tablets are the same? Introducing Becco Allergy. No one-a-day tablet acts faster. From the makers of Beckonaise, the UK's #1 selling allergy nasal spray. For effective hay fever relief, try Becco Allergy. Now buy 2 for £4 at Tesco.
Has anyone heard from Sal?
No, and I will never understand why you asked that boozy us-hag to officiate your wedding.
We didn't exactly ask Sal.
Sal, we have something very important to talk to you about.
Yeah, we hope that maybe you would be open to the idea.
Yes, I will totally officiate your wedding. Oh, my drinks.
It was supposed to be an intervention.
New Modern Family, Monday at 8:30 on Sky One HD or catch up on demand.
Hey there! When was the last time you just couldn't wait?
Let's do this.
When will be the next?
We'll see.
Interesting.
With Sky Movies On Demand, you can watch our biggest new movies a whole 7 days before they appear on Sky Movies Premiere. Simply connect your box and see it first with Sky Movies On Demand.
Copy that.
To get connected at no extra cost, simply go to sky.com/on-demand TV.
Welcome back. You'd think, wouldn't you, that in the couple of minutes we've been away that they'd have recouped with the girls, all three of them would have got their breath back, would now be ready to go, all sort of level-headed. Not a bit of it. They've been demanding tissues, they're sweaty palms, they're nervous, their knees are knocking. Let's have a look and see what they look like, shall we? Felicity and Effie, how are you feeling now? Much, much better, are you not? You've been
Not
knocked
really.
down. You're okay. And Dee?
Oh, I'm feeling slightly better.
Yeah, slightly better.
Not much.
It's your game, the first one, and we're plunged into the second, and I suddenly remembered something halfway through the game, which is quite silly. Your eventual ambition was to retire to the Bahamas.
Yeah, that's right.
Is it still?
Well, yeah, maybe.
We'll see what we can do. I can't guarantee anything. Ordinary thing. Anyway, we're in the middle of a game, as I say. If I remember rightly, and it needn't be the case, Felicity, it was your choice for a letter. Here is the board. This is the board we're playing on. Of course, the pair of them are the blue, and it's Dee who's the white, and it's Felicity's choice for the next letter.
R, please, Bob.
You'll have R, will you? Yes, right. Here we go. It's Blockbusters, and we're on R, and this is the question to start us off. What R is the main London college for drama students? Yes?
RADA.
RADA, D is right, yes. And the next one.
Have A, please.
You'll have A. What A was the composer of Rule Britannia? Time's up. Arne. Thomas Arne is the answer to that. Another A. What A is the process of cutting off an arm or a leg? That's Felicity.
Amputation.
Amputation is right, yes, good. And your choice, Felicity?
G, please, Bob.
You'll have G in the middle there. Right. What G is an abbreviation of Luigi and sounds like a child's word for a horse? Yes, Felicity.
GG.
GG is right, yes. Okay, gives you the choice again. Where now?
M.
M. Right. Which M has Kuala Lumpur as its capital? That's D.
Malaya.
It is?
Malaysia.
Yes, we can give it you. Malaysia it is. Yes, a slip of the tongue. Understandable one. And where's the next choice?
F, please.
That's F at the top. What F is the common name for the little blue myosotis? Yes, Felicity.
Forget-me-not.
Yes, forget-me-not. Well done. That's marvellous. What a good answer. Where's the next one? It is a bit, isn't it?
K.
K, right down at the bottom. Okay, why not? It all adds up to £5 a time. What K is something What K is what you put on something when you dispose of it, finally? It's a difficult one, difficult to read. It is a kibosh. You put the kibosh on it. Well, some people do. What next? Another K. Right. What K is a famous imitation frog? Yes, Effie.
Kermit.
Got to be Kermit. That's right. Okay. We're next.
L.
You'll have L after due consideration. L, which produces this question. What L was the state that was sold to the United States in 18... Yes, Felicity.
Long Island?
No, you started to answer before the time up button, so I can give it to D. The L, the state that was sold to the United States in 1803. Louisiana is the answer. Another L, here we go. What L was the husband of a woman in the Bible who was turned into a pillar of... Yes, D.
Lot.
Yes, all right. Lot you meant. Lot it is. Okay. You're living dangerously, Dee. Yes. What's the next one?
W, please.
W. What W was Richard Neville, an earl called the Kingmaker? Yes, Felicity?
Warwick.
Warwick is right. Yes. Good reply. And it gives you the chance to make that connection, unless D can stop it. Which one of those are you going to choose?
Oh, please.
Yes, it's got to be O, isn't it? What O is a padded chest used as a seat or a Turk of the 13th century? That's Effie.
Ottoman.
Ottoman is the right answer, and that's the connection. Well, there we are. What a full game that was. And, of course, the fuller it gets, the more money they add up. They've got £60 each, have the two girls. That's Felicity and Effie at the moment. And the single contestant, D, has 55. So it's level pegging in more ways than one. Level pegging because they've each won a game, and we're going into the third game, which is the decider. This could be the important one. Quick chat to them first. I sense, and I may be wrong, that you've all sort of settled down and you're not as sweating and nervous and hysterical as you were when you came on, right?
Not
yes,
quite.
well, good, fine. Well, we've got that established, so let's waste no further time. I'll talk to them again later. Go to the board for the third game of the three. This is most important because it could bring about the first gold run. T is winking. In fact, it will bring about the first gold run for one of them. Here's the question, so stand by the buttons. D, Felicity and Effie, here we go to this deciding game. What T goes before spoon, trolley... Yes, D?
T.
T is right. Good start. And another.
N, please.
N?
N.
M.
N. N.
N for nothing. Right. Here we go, right at the top. Those two give us more trouble than any other letters. Let's hope the answer's not nothing. No, it's not. What N was a French marshal who was called the bravest of the brave? N-E-Y, nay. We turn another N. What N is a plant of the genus Urtica that stings? Yes.
A nettle.
Nettle is right. Good answer. Yep. And another.
J, please.
J at the bottom. What J is a famous name associated with an unsuccessful raid in the Transvaal?
Jameson.
Yes, Jameson's right. Well done. Yes, what's the next one?
K, please.
You'll have K. Right. What K means sharp, eager, or acute? That's Felicity.
Keen.
Keen is right, too. Well done. Your turn, Felicity. What's next?
W, please.
W, over on the left there. Here's your question. What W is the large triple-stringed harp? You see it on flags sometimes. It's a Welsh harp. W for Welsh. So we go for another. What W is an artesian source of water? Yes, you've got to get this, Felicity.
Well.
Well, of course. What's the next one?
C, please.
You want C to make that little connection down there on the left. D's remaining very silent here, but watch her. What C was Lady Malawan when she wrote Whodunits? Yes, D?
Christie.
Agatha Christie is right. Good answer, yes. And it's your choice.
L, please.
You're going for L at the bottom there, and this is the question. What L was a unit of the Roman army? D again.
Legion.
Is right. Legion, yes. And there's one to go. I won't say which one it is. I'm not supposed to, but it's one that could be blocked. And where do you want to go next, Dee?
B, please, Bob.
B? There's a surprise. What bee is an artificially stunted tree in a pot used as an ornament? Time's up. A bonsai. A bonsai. Very popular. Little one. What bee is a Balkan republic, or the name of the... Yes, Felicity.
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, great uncle, that's right, yes. Well blocked, and it's your choice now.
You, please.
What yew was an excavated town in Chaldea? Felicity?
No, sorry.
I'll give you the question. What yew was an excavated town in Chaldea? That's for you, Dee.
No idea.
No idea. It's 2 letters. You are. Let's try another. What yew is what we call, what the French call, the metro? D.
Underground.
Underground is right. Good. Got us going again. And the next one.
S, please.
This is difficult, isn't it? S, okay. Here he is. What S is what you are told to pull up when your performance... Felicity.
Socks.
Yes. Pull your socks up, that's right. And the next one.
I'll have an E, please, Bob.
Dear me. You'll have an E, will you? Yes. Those of you who've been with us for some time will know exactly what she meant by that. I hope our Scots friend is enjoying his holiday. What E is a riddle, puzzling thing, or something difficult to understand? Serves you right. Answer's enigma, an enigma. Let's have a variation on that. Thank you, yes. What E are some volcanoes and all dodos? Yes, Dee?
Earthquakes.
Oh, no! No, it's an interesting thought, but I've got to give it to the other side. What E are some volcanoes and all dodos?
Extinct.
Extinct, yes. Felicity got it. Well done. And it's quite serious, that, Dee, because it means that they only need that one to make the connection. So, which is it going to be, Felicity?
F.
F, so you know which one you've got to block, don't you? What F married the world's sweetheart and played in The Thief of Baghdad? Oh, dear. Makes me feel so old. Douglas Fairbanks is the answer to that. Let's take another. What F was Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces in March 1918? Foch, F-O-C-H, is the answer to that. We take another F. Very tense, this, because it's a very, very important one to get. What F can be in kettles, on coat collars, or on an unhealthy tongue? Felicity.
Fur.
Fur is right. That's the connection. Yes. Wow, what a battle that was, wasn't it? Dee, I'm awfully sorry, because I could see you were really intent on winning that, but it looks as though you're out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It was a splendid try. Both those games actually filled the board almost, and they were very, very good indeed. For people who are nervous, you've done extremely well. Felicity's puffing away again there, getting all... Oh, I know what it is, of course. You know that somebody's got to do the gold run, don't you? Well, it won't be Dee, sadly. So we've got to say goodbye, Dee. You leave us, in fact, with £80, which is not bad. And it means, indeed, that you take with you, of course, you know what, don't you? A Blockbuster sweatshirt and that leather-bound dictionary, which is extremely
Lovely,
good.
yeah.
Leather-bound gold embossed dictionary.
Gold embossed dictionary, yes, I see. We're gaining confidence for this, aren't we? Fine. Dee, thank you for joining us.
You, Bob.
Give my regards to Hampstead Garden Suburbs.
I will,
Bye-bye.
yes.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Notice the way they start sending me up now. Yes, it's a bit much. We're going to go into a gold run just to serve them right, but we're not going to go into it right away because it's time for us to leave you, time to say cheerio for now. We hope you'll join us because when you do join us at the beginning of the next show, it's going to be very exciting indeed. Goodbye from all of us.